Chapter 23. Cross My Heart. I was like most children of separation or divorce. Not that I knew any children of divorce other than my own grown siblings. Even after the pain I'd endured, I still desperately hoped that my parents would reunite. But I was ashamed to admit that I found it easier having Mum easily accessible next door, but far away enough not to rule the roost. Maybe there was a method to her madness, and there was indeed a lot of madness going around. She and I were actually getting along much better. Her parental load had been lightened, and any silent guilt she might have carried had been diffused in her perpetual motion upward and onward. Thankfully, she was back to her old chicanery, welcoming in every friend, foreigner, and family member, excluding Mari, Leslie, and Dad, of course, into her home for a strong cuppa and a bite to eat. My mother was, and always will be remembered as one of the most hospitable hostesses one could find in the British Isles. Okay, West London. If, and only if, you were in her good graces. Upon entering her abode, you'd be offered a wide array of goodies, dependent on the time of day and whether she'd just been home baking or not. You really had no choice, as no was not a word in her vocabulary when it came to food and tea. Accept it, or never would you again break bread or drink wine from the fabled Waterford cut glass chalice, let alone be invited back to Mrs. D's. For all intents and purposes, I was doing a somewhat good job of circumnavigating any major blowouts in my unorthodox family triangle. Unlike the quick fixes of modern times, I had no access to prescription happy pills, and I was still innocently oblivious to the mellow world of pot. I was constantly